Now, very carefully, you don't want to mess up your airbrush finish. I'm just going to lift it in like little key areas and just kind of pin the fondant down. I'm using water. You can use piping jelly or edible glue. Make sure they're wrapped around the sides. And finally, the end. Oh, I touched it with the water. Okay, there we go. A perfect little ketchup squiggle. Awesome possum. Let's show that to the camera. It's so yummy. Okay, so that's done. Let's pop that to the side. And now we just need to create our bananas. Our final detail for our banana split cake is, of course, the bananas. So I'm just kneading some fondant that I've added some Tylose to. You could use gum paste if you'd like, but I just wanted to use fondant. So I'm going to roll this. Maybe add too much Tylose to this. Okay, so I'm going to divide this into 2 equal pieces. Like, do my best. Doesn't have to be perfect. And each half will be our half of our banana. So pop that aside. Start by rolling a ball. Try to mesh all those seams together. The harder you roll and the less shortening you have on your hands, the better chance you have of melding those seams. But if you find that you're struggling, just make sure that the seams go on the bottom. I've got a few. I think it's a Tylose. I've added too much Tylose. You could always add a little more fondant if you've gone overboard. So we're going to create our banana shape. So we're going to start to roll a fat sausage. And then we're going to want to start tapering. So I'm kind of just angling my hands downwards. And I'm trying to taper the end. Like that. Don't want it too pointy. That's perfect. So I'm just going to work out a little more length maybe. I think that's good. So now you're going to want to flatten it a little bit because it's supposed to be a half of a banana. So just ever so slightly. Don't curve it yet. We're going to emboss some fine details into it just to make it a little more realistic. So you can see it's flat on this side and rounded on the top. Still have my tapered ends. So I'm going to use a veining tool. And I'm going to gently just run the tool down it, creating 2 grooves. And then we're just going to start making some texture. I'm just going to make all these like fine little dashes. Don't get too heavy-handed with this. The camera may not even pick up this detail, but I can definitely see it in person. And it just adds that little texture to the banana that it naturally has. I'm not going to airbrush the banana. Bananas are pretty flat in color once they're out of their peel. But adding this little embossed detail really brings it to life. Okay, I'm happy with that.